Good afternoon. My name is Susan Turner, and I am the Program Resource Specialist for the Yolo County Office of Education, um, Head Start, Early Head Start. I previously worked as a classroom teacher. That includes an assistant teacher, associate teacher, lead teacher. I also worked as a mentor coach and TLC facilitator. Um, my role now is working with the teaching staff, um, families, and children, and I provide resources, support, and trainings to support early learning in Yolo County. Included in this is training of the teachers on teaching practices. Um, that has to do with emotional support, classroom organizations, and instructional formats. I'm class certified, so I observe classrooms and provide them with feedback to improve quality. So observe the classrooms, and then I will go back in and I will meet with the teachers, giving them feedback on how they can improve according to each of the domains in the class observation. I also, I'm not currently certified, but I do an Eckers checklist with the classrooms, and I provide classroom organizations, just making sure all of the interest areas in the classroom are up to quality standards for classroom environments, including all cultural and diversity aspects and inclusive practices that classrooms should have. Um, I feel like I am a lifelong learner. I believe that I can learn from anyone, including, or I should say, especially the children. They provide just seeing them and watching them um, through my work, observing them. I learn every day with my coworkers. I love to do trainings. I both provide trainings, and I learn a lot from that. And I also like to attend trainings. And that is another reason why I am continuing my education here in the master's program, because I want to broaden my horizons as far as being a learner and being a lifetime learner. Um, like I said, I love to ask questions because it's a part of the learning process. So here in this action resource research class, like I seen in the introduction, I don't think I have taken a class like this. So I do plan on asking a lot of questions. Please bear with me. But like I said, I love to learn, and I love to make sure that I'm absorbing everything that I can so I can learn more. My goal in education field is to spread the knowledge on importance of early learning and to build respect in the field. This goes along with, I believe, there's not a knowledge out there to the general public and to people about how important early learning is. And I want to be someone who is an advocate for early learning as a whole, to foster the children's development, but just to also to build a respect for the early childhood education field in general, because there's not a lot of respect for the field. And I think that is because of an ignorance, or I should say a lack of knowledge of the importance of early education. And so that's definitely something I want to do, and I plan to do that. And I just plan on growing in my education as I'm doing now, and becoming a leader in the field. Um, and I see myself doing that on a program level. Like I said, I work for the County Office of Education. So on the program level, I would like to become more of a leader in the program, but I also want to do that more on a governmental level, where I'm making policy decisions, and really being someone who could just advocate for different laws surrounded around early education. Um, the video that I picked was How School Kills Creativity, and it's by Kim Robinson. And he's attempting to inspire change in the field of education as a whole, not just early education. He asserts that creativity is diverse, dynamic, and distinct. So it's across all boards of different avenues of all kind of different things happening with creativity. It's never the same. It's always different. He uses humor and facts on how the brain works to educate on how the education system should encourage creativity a lot more than it's currently doing now. He asserts that creativity should be just as important or more important than the math and the social studies and the science aspects. The literature aspects of education. He feels like creativity is low on the totem pole as far as the arts and the dance, the all the different visual arts are lower on the totem pole. But I think he's asserting that a lot of those talents or education learning on those things invoke creativity. And he believes to be a 21st century educator and actual learner, someone who is going to be alive in the future, he believes that there needs to be a creative mind, and the creative mind is going to be it is needed in order to run the world, right? So he's saying that we don't know what the future is currently going to be, but we need to educate in a way that people are going to be able to come up with original thought. That's another way he described creativity. And it's our job as educators to prepare these children for the future of this. I shared a link for an eye-opening TED Talk on the ACEs. It switches gears a little bit. And what the ACEs is adverse childhood adversities that children are affected by, parents in jail, abuse, just all these adverse childhood experiences that children have, and how they affect brain development is quite eye-opening. I seen it quite a while ago, and I've kept it in my file, and I use it in some of my trainings. We had this campaign here in Yolo County. It was called Be the One, and it was surrounded around the adverse childhood experiences and how we can support children in early education to overcome and build resiliencies to these traumas that they have. And that those trainings that we learn that the child just needs that one person, hence the name Be the One. So with that, I'm excited for the class. I know that it's a different kind of class, but I am open to the challenge ahead, and I am looking forward to learning a lot. Thanks.